Fons from Long-Term Teachers. Thank you so much for coming to Cornwall Innovation podcast
You're
today.
welcome. Thank you.
We're going to dive straight in there. How long have you had this business?
So Tom and Matt, the two directors, approached me 2 years ago in June. We're really excited. They wanted to kind of open up in Cornwall as they've got connections down here and they've always wanted to do it. Their focus has always been on Bristol. So yeah, they kind of got in touch with me and wanted me to open up the Cornwall branch.
That's fabulous. It sounds like you're headhunted.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
You are. And what do long-term teachers do? Just explain it.
So we support schools across Cornwall and Devon down here, and then we've got a Bristol office as well. Recruiting and supporting staffing in schools, teachers, support staff, across the board really, anything they need.
Any subjects?
Any subjects, primary, secondary, special educational needs, which is a massive thing at the moment as well. And everything in between. And it's just kind of really supporting schools to the best of our ability, having that transparency, open honesty, doing the right thing for schools as well.
Perfect. So just so I understand and everyone listening, so for example, there may be maternity leave or someone's ill and they'd contact your company, long-term teachers, to say, right, I need someone who can teach physics. Yeah. Like next week or tomorrow. Yeah. And then you just fill that gap for however long needed. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Ah, fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're constantly in the background recruiting people through as well. So newly qualified teachers coming up in this academic year, teachers that are like retiring, just want to pick up a bit of kind of supply, just to keep in the industry. So yeah, we do the whole range.
Excellent. And why is there that need for having supply teachers? And have you seen an increase in demand?
Definitely. Since COVID, it's been pretty tough because there's been a lot of professions leaving. And obviously the kind of overgrowing support that's needed within schools at the moment, alongside budget restraints. It's been tough for the sector, but yeah, there's been a massive kind of need and demand for supply. It always has been, but it is getting more and more. But that's why we kind of step in and to do the right thing for schools, have that kind of local relationship, which really helps.
So why do you think the demand for part-time tutors or teachers is increasing?
It's the quality of education still needs to be delivered to the students. So if they had, for example, a physics or a maths teacher off, they still need that quality of education, especially if they're in their GCSE years, SATs years. So yeah, it's for the schools to make sure they still deliver good education, even if that teacher is off.
Okay, and you mentioned, you alluded to like connections, like creating those connections with the local schools. So I know you're obviously in the Cornwall Innovation Centre where we are today, and you're very local to the area and well known through the rugby scene, I understand. So excuse my ignorance, are you Redruth or Camborne for rugby? And I know that's a sin even asking, but I want to make sure I don't make a hiccup later on in the conversation.
No, definitely.
Say the wrong team.
Redruth, born and bred.
Redruth, okay.
Forever.
Right, we've got that. Clearly, you're a Redruth supporter, okay.
Yeah.
So growing up here, very near to Poole, obviously, in Redruth, and being part of the rugby scene, and I understand your brother is a teacher.
Head teacher at Redruth School.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, so that's obviously a great connection right there.
Yeah.
How do you find connections, or how do you create and nurture connections with schools?
Connections, like personal connections, are always the lowest hanging fruit, which is nice, because that's half of a job. But it comes kind of down to a lot of kind of industry knowledge. So I've been in the industry for 10 years. Also worked at competitors as well. And it's quite reputation led. It's providing service to the best of your ability, being open, transparent along the way. That definitely goes down well Honesty is always the best policy.
Oh, absolutely. And I've just thought of a new question, actually. This is really important because a lot of small businesses, obviously using AI to help systemize things and automate, but on the other hand, the personal brand and the importance of having a strong personal brand is becoming more of a focal point for small business owners as well. And it's something that I believe personally as well, because ultimately you're buying from a person. In any industry, I think, there's obviously a few exceptions, but most things are, you haven't reinvented the wheel. There's other companies, and you alluded to the competition, and of business mentors, strategists, et cetera, media companies. There's lots of companies doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's that deciding factor of, okay, I'm going to go for this company because I like the owner, or I like Dean because I used to play rugby with him. So would you say that's really important for businesses to try and embrace that personal branding rather than just be the company long-term teachers? It's more you're buying into Dean?
No, 100%. I think there's like a place for it in every business where it's like efficiency and time. Yeah. But obviously it's that personal touch always goes that extra mile. Whether it be either looking at an app and clicking book, like Just Eat, for example. Use that as a prime example. It's easy just to go on Just Eat and book a meal. But what if something happens with that meal, or you wanted to add something else? And it's just that like personal touch that always goes far. And just understanding what the end user wants at the end of the day. So just to go back into kind of our line of business, it's math specialist, fine, like that's great, but what about that math specialist do you really like want to look for? Is it a certain kind of part of it, or like a core subject within the maths, like Pythagoras theorem, for example, or like something really niche? Or so we just like really get to kind of understand the niches and why they're going to be beneficial to the school way more than just,
that's fabulous.
Here's a maths teacher. They might actually really like music as well. So like within the day, they can also pick up a music lesson or play a guitar. Or,
So getting to know the teachers that you employ really well and knowing about what other subjects they could possibly teach or help with PE.
We like
or
to,
something.
Definitely get to know them better than themselves. So it really gets across when we get passionate about them and we really want to find them work, and it does come across how passionate we are. And I think that's what school's really like.
Good, I love that. And then I imagine the teachers like that as well, because you're taking a personal interest in who they are, what their hobbies are, rather than just, I'm a maths teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a maths teacher who also likes teaching guitar or whatever it may be.
Definitely.
Fabulous.
And it helps build that relationship as well.
Yeah. And do you have, where would you say the majority of your teachers are coming from? Are they at that sort of entry level who are thinking, I can't sort of find a job on my own. I just want someone to take me and place me in a school and get experience with different schools? Yeah. Or is it more on the other side towards the retirement area? Or
it's a good mix at the moment. Really supporting the early years teachers, like early in their career, is always really nice. So it allows them to get out to different schools and find their feet a bit and get a bit of confidence. And which is nice for them, and they can then kind of find a school where they're like, I want to stay here. And just, really kind of push that themselves. And then we've got, a couple teachers that are kind of just more coming towards the end, but they just want to still got that passion for teaching. And they still got a lot to give, but they just not necessarily want that kind of commitment of the full time and the planning and the marking and that having that class for like so many years. So it's a nice balance. And I'd like to think everyone's pretty happy where they are with us, so which is always good.
Excellent. And you mentioned before you're supporting the educational levels from primary to secondary, and also SEN, special educational needs. And from what I know of my friends in the educational sector, there's a huge growth in these children who are not being supported by traditional educational system. Some are going off to homeschooling or, with the parents or whatever the correct term is, sorry, home education,
Yeah.
is it? Or why do you think there is a growing need for special education needs teachers?
Yeah, I think 30 years ago, I don't think there was educational, don't quote me on this, but like, I don't think there was like educational health and care plans available. So there's more awareness around each individual need and each individual person, human, child, wherever they may be. So there's a much more awareness around it now.
Yeah.
And there can never be enough support, but there is ongoing more support as well, which really helps each individual. And obviously, no matter whether it be me or you or someone with special educational needs, everyone deserves and should have the best quality of education, no matter where they come from or
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely down to awareness and obviously support that the government have put into special educational needs, with schools opening quite regularly now to support these students. But I think there will be forever a backlog of students coming through.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that that is the case. But I mean, obviously for your type of business, it's incredible because you're helping sort of, support that need, aren't you, with the people who specialise in getting there. So do teachers have to do a special or additional training in order to have to be special educational
I
needs?
think where it comes, definitely probably more teachers and support staff. Support staff is more about skill set.
Right.
So if you've got the right skill set that can work with students with their ADHD, ADD, PDA maybe, you've got to be have a certain skill set of like building relationships quickly, spotting signs of escalation or distress within a student, and just being super resilient.
And patient.
And patient, yeah.
I'd imagine, yeah. I don't know personally how anyone as a teacher, I wouldn't be able to do it. I like hats off to all teachers of, teaching any level, subject or age. I mean, phenomenal people to do that. I just, I couldn't do it at all.
No, it's always like a good thing though when you place like a really passionate support staff or teacher within a school and they make a massive difference. And it's always nice to receive feedback the other end of, this person's amazing. Thank you so much for putting them over to our school.
Yeah, I can imagine the feedback from the children, or the ripple effect for the children they're helping is phenomenal as well.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't go unnoticed from the teachers within the school, the other support staff within the school, to parents, to the students. So. Yeah,
I think most people can remember a very influential, positive teacher they've had and a negative, like I certainly can. And it's incredible from years and years ago, I can still remember a teacher that completely annihilated me and made me completely embarrassed, biology teacher at secondary school, because I mispronounced trachea. I just read it as it was, trachea, and then everyone laughed and she did as well. And I like dying. I think that's maybe my passion for languages is to overcome that. I don't know where it comes from. But other teachers as well, I remember them wholeheartedly, like a lot more positive teachers, the effect they have on you, and you can remember their names and what they did is incredible. So
and I think that's where a high percentage of people go through teachers and being teachers themselves because they've had that positive impact.
And they want
to do it again,
Yeah.
Like
and
pass it forward.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about your background? Because you said you were headhunted. Were you a teacher at the time, or you working in another environment?
No, I was working for a competitor of ours at the time.
Yep.
And it just came out of the blue, really. And I bit Matt and Tom's hand off.
I love it.
For the opportunity. And forever grateful for both of them for it. So
brilliant. And were you in the financial services before as well?
So just recruitment, pretty much.
Okay.
And that I pretty much fell into that itself. Education recruitment. 10 years ago, probably would never look back now because I've got such a passion. And although my brother's a teacher, I never really wanted to, follow down that
Yeah, I was
road.
going to ask you if you wanted to do
Nah,
that.
the stress and
Yeah.
the way he kind of, no, he's brilliant at what he does, and
Yeah.
he's definitely had an impact on everyone he's taught. So yeah, I just never really wanted to go down that road.
Yeah, I imagine being head of any school is a phenomenal result, isn't it, for a teacher to reach that level. And being part of the innovation centres, so you were at the Health and Wellbeing Centre in Truro, and now you're here at Cornwall Innovation Centre.
Yeah.
What would you say the advantages are of being based in an innovation centre as opposed to working from home?
It's like the people you meet, the different businesses, different walks of life everyone's come from.
Yeah.
And like, you never know who you're going to meet as well. So, like the coffee and chat the other day.
Oh, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, we actually had someone's wife was coming to the end of their teaching, and now have kind of registered with us. So,
oh, fabulous.
Yeah, which you just never know. And always good for like connections as well.
Yeah.
May not be like just business related, could be like personal related with extensions, with construction companies.
Exactly.
But yeah, and everyone's super nice, and you definitely have to work in an office, and the innovation centres are brilliant to work in.
Excellent, good. Because I remember that couple in chat, and you were like, "Oh my, wow!" You never know when you get involved with the events we organise. You never know who you're going to meet. And you said as well, not just for the business, but the ripple effect of someone, a builder or whatever you may need. So low-hanging fruit you mentioned before. It's like, and that's what I love being part of the three centres. Is so often I introduce business owners to other businesses, and I said, right, just start here. Easy, low-hanging fruit. Then afterwards you can start looking out. But we've got such a diverse range of businesses here. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is brilliant. All from different backgrounds as well. And
yeah,
it is good, and everyone's just super nice and friendly, and which is great.
Perfect. And it adds sort of professional credibility, I think,
definitely.
having an office space. And going to rugby, obviously a big Red Ruth rugby fan.
Correct, yes.
My dad was Penzance, so a bit of competition there. Anyway, we won't discuss that. So obviously Red Ruth Rugby Club's better than Camborne, and
questionable at the moment.
For the sake of this podcast, okay. Like, how has being involved in the local community, like playing rugby, getting connections, like, do you think that's helped business as well? Like,
definitely, and like, going to say this, but
Camborne
and Red Ruth are both great.
They're fabulous, both of them.
Both in between, and the rivalry was years ago probably isn't as much anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got to respect both towns doing what they do. And obviously we're in the same league this year, probably not next year because they'll look to get promoted, but it's been great for the community and for different communities as well, just to come together and mix in, which you can at rugby, not necessarily football. It has been great. And being a part of the community as well, the people you meet within, going to watch Red Ruth, there's teachers, teaching assistants, there's definitely that benefit us as well, and just having those chats as well, like you said, the low-hanging fruit within the community. Rugby definitely does help that, and obviously it's nice from us when we actually go out and meet our schools and they're, what do you do? And say I'll play rugby at the weekends. It's nice to we've got so many fans across Cornwall as well, rugby fans. So it's always a good way in. But
I love
always
that.
ask who they support first rather than who you play for first.
Very diplomatic. I love that, exactly. And weekends for you, who is Dean Bonds? What else do you do apart from rugby that keeps you sane?
Crikey. So rugby being one, work. Obviously got a fantastic support network at home with my girlfriend Hannah. And we've got a puppy called Hugo.
Fabulous.
Chocolate and tan sausage dog, which is keeping us busy at the moment.
I can imagine,
just like to go out as much as we can, go nice walks and enjoy what we've got here in Cornwall.
Which is an incredible coastline, isn't it? And is Hannah in the education sector?
No, so she is I've got to say this right, she works for TUI as a travel advisor from home.
Fabulous.
She's an at-home worker.
So she can but
look after.
hopefully fabulous holidays for
Yeah,
you guys.
exactly, and look after the dog.
Hugo, all right,
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time today.
thank
Really
you.
appreciate it, and good luck with business.
Thank you. Thank you very
so
much.
much.